Welcome back to our channel Crypto Nita. Today we're going to talk about how the Simpsons predicted XRP to $589+. But before we get started, subscribe to our channel to never miss a crypto update. So without any further delay, let's get started quickly. Yes, the Simpsons have done it again. Can't believe it. But it's going to happen soon for sure. Wait, you all might be confused about what I'm talking about. Do I even have to say it? While I've already mentioned about Simpsons, they predicted a huge, worthwhile deal. The cryptocurrency XRP is going to be surreal. The future of cryptocurrency. Note it down, mate. Simpsons predictions have always been true by far now. Well, the excitement coming within me got me excited and focused. Let's do less talking and see a video where Simpsons predicted it all. In one of the episodes of Simpsons, the characters were seen understanding the concept of cryptocurrency XRP via an advertisement. The advertisement has a well-built businessman who invested in cryptocurrency years ago and now is a successful personality from being a nerd. The video clearly stated that cryptocurrency is the future and everyone's going to be rich and can afford to buy a jet ski and other luxuries. Well, not missing out on minor detailing, then transactions made in future were done by XRP cryptocurrency. The world is turned into XRP working executives. As per the Simpsons video, the explanation of cryptocurrency included a statement saying, "So we have a big building full of energy-gobbling air-conditioned computers solving useless maths problems. Also, we know who Satoshi is, but we're not telling." What is cryptocurrency? For the ones who are new to this channel and also to the field of currency, let me fill you with some basic information first. What is cryptocurrency? A cryptocurrency is a digital or virtual currency that is secured by cryptography, which means it's nearly impossible to counterfeit or double spend, making it much easier for you to grasp the big words. It's basically a virtual currency that has a money-like value that is secured by cryptography, the practice and study of techniques for secure communication in the presence of third parties called adversaries. Adding on, many cryptocurrencies are decentralized networks based on blockchain technology. It is a technology-distributed ledger enforced by a disparate network of computers. An important fact, the functioning of cryptocurrency doesn't take place centrally. There is no such centralized authorities appointed or positioned to function cryptocurrency, because rendering them theoretically immune to government interference or manipulation. What is Ripple or XRP? Ripple is a real-time gross settlement system, currency exchange and remittance network created by Ripple Labs Incorporated, a US-based technology company. The virtual currency XRP used there is commonly called Ripple. When XRP was first born, it was 1 XRP equals 1 yen or less, but after that, the ability to quickly transfer money began to be highly appraised and attracted attention. And XRP, which was about 1 XRP, about 3 yen at the beginning of 2017, soared towards the latter half of 2017. In December of the same year, the price was temporarily close to 40 yen, but since then it has plummeted and has remained at 20 to 30 yen. And as of February 2021, it has attracted a lot of attention, such as rising to 50 yen level. What will happen to Ripple? At the end of September 2018, the price of XRP rose between the turbulent virtual currency market. Along with this, for the first time in history, Ripple has surpassed Bitcoin in the trend, showing the number of Google searches. Attention to Ripple is increasing so much. Why is the number of Ripple issued so large? The number of XRP issued is said to be 100 billion. It can be said that the number of XRP issued is large compared to the maximum issuance of 21 million Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. It may seem difficult to increase the value due to a large number of issued cryptocurrencies, but there are virtual currencies such as ethereum that do not have an issuance limit. Compared to them, the fact that the number of issues is limited means that the higher the rarity, the easier it is to retain its value. The reason why the number of XRP issued is large is that the XRP is intended to be used in the international remittance market, which is said to be $600 billion a year. The number of issues is set so that everyone can easily own XRP and use it for remittance. Features of Ripple. How is it different from other virtual currencies? What makes XRP different from other cryptocurrencies is that the speed of payment is very fast. Remittance that takes at least 10 minutes with Bitcoin can be completed in a few seconds with XRP. Since XRP remittances have low fees, the benefits of using XRP are great for banks and remittance companies. The current international remittance market is dominated by financial institutions such as JP Morgan and Citigroup, and remittances take more than 2 days. However, with fast and cheap XRP international remittances, which would normally take more than 2 days, can be completed in 5 seconds, and fees are low. International remittances using XRP are very attractive to banks and financial institutions. Ripple is a centralized cryptocurrency. Another thing that sets XRP apart from other cryptocurrencies is that it is managed by Ripple. Virtual currencies such as Bitcoin are said to be decentralized currencies and are not managed by anyone. Mining, which is a transaction approval work, is also a mechanism that allows an unspecified number of people to participate. However, in the case of XRP, it is managed by Ripple, and transaction approval processing can only be performed by approvers certified by Ripple. Compared to other cryptocurrencies, XRP is centralized and is sometimes criticized. However, it also has the advantage that Ripple's management can make decisions smoothly and is easy to conclude alliance contracts with financial institutions and companies. Ripple is developing in partnership with the Bill Gates Foundation and has already partnered with banks and payment providers in dozens of countries around the world. We are also conducting a remittance experiment using XRP. It can be said that Ripple and its management team were able to form alliances with many institutions. The advantage of centralized cryptocurrencies such as Ripple is that it is easy to gather opinions and put them into practice, such as alliances. No transaction fees for Ripple and Bitcoin. It's easy to get started even for beginners because you can buy from a small amount. Features of Ripple. Cryptocurrency Ripple has the following main features. Managed and operated by Ripple Incorporated. The total number of issued 100 billion has already been issued remittance system called Ripple Transaction Protocol. From the following, we will explain these 3 features. Managed and operated by Ripple Incorporated. Ripple is managed and operated by a company called Ripple Incorporated, based in the United States. Since Ripple Incorporated is responsible for managing the currency, it is characterized by being categorized as a centralized virtual currency in which a specific organization has power. To function as an alternative to the existing financial system, it is said that a centralized type with clear responsibilities and policies is more compatible than a decentralized type. Ripple uses a dedicated decentralized ledger management system, XRP Ledger, XRP Leisure, and blockchain, which is common in virtual currencies, is not used. Ripple is portrayed by being directly managed by the company, unlike the decentralized type, such as Bitcoin, in which users check the transaction details between users via the blockchain. How Ripple works. Ripple employs an approval system called the Proof of Consensus, POC. POC is characterized by processing transaction data related to Ripple on Ripple Incorporated's server and confirming the validity of the transaction by an approver named validator. Ripple's deal will only be closed if the validator determines that 80% or more is legitimate. Virtual currencies such as Bitcoin are mined by POW, Proof of Work, which processes a huge amount of data on a computer to approve transactions. Since this method of mining is free competition, mining competition is occurring. The problem is that because of competition, only some corporations that can afford to survive can survive the competition, and as a result, some corporations occupy mining. On the other hand, the POC mechanism is a simple form that does not require competition between users, which enables low-cost operation. Ripple's POC is characterized by a form similar to the current finance, in which the administrator controls the system. It was all about Ripple. Why am I so confident about the predictions? Well, I get it. Some of us, for sure, have different opinions. Some would probably agree with the prediction and some don't even want to acknowledge it. To prove my point to an extent, I must share the past experiences and predictions done by Simpsons. Simpsons predictions that have been proven accurate by far now. The 2021 US riots. The Simpsons imagined the country that day to be in full-on apocalyptic mode at brutal war, with destroyed buildings and fires aplenty. Homer also steals government property akin to the wild man who took the speaker's podium from the Capitol unharmed with a big, goofy smile on his face. The act has been proven true on January 6th, when the US was shaken when pro-Donald Trump supporters broke into the Capitol building in a futile bid to object to Joe Biden's imminent presidency. Kamala Harris's inauguration outfit. The Simpsons predicted Kamala Harris's outfit at Joe Biden's inauguration ceremony. Guests who turned up at Harris and Biden's inaugural ceremony noted that the VP wore an outfit that was almost identical to what an adult Lisa Simpson wore on the 2000 Simpsons episode, but to the future. Donald Trump's presidency. In the same episode mentioned earlier, but to the future, highlighted that Donald Trump is in power. Later, Lisa became the first straight female president who took over the US President Donald Trump. Bengt R. Holmstrom wins Nobel Prize in Economics. Episode 1 Elementary School Musical. In Season 22's opening episode, Lisa and her nerdy friends created a predictions sheet for the upcoming Nobel Prize announcements. As per the predictions, it was stated that Bengt R. Holmstrom would win a Nobel Prize award for economics, which the Finnish economist duly did in 2016. Besides, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, tweeted about the same writing. Fun fact, at The Simpsons, Milhouse once predicted MIT professor Holmstrom would win a Nobel Prize. Today he was right. The 2012 faulty voting machine. In one of the episodes of Simpsons, in 2008, Homer Simpson went to the voting booths to cast a vote for Obama, but his vote went to McCain instead. The same situation came true in 2012. A voting machine proved faulty when votes cast for Barack Obama went to Mitt Romney instead. So that was all for today's video, guys. Hope you liked it, and make sure to hit like and subscribe to our channel. Also, let us know in the comments below, what do you think about The Simpsons' insane prediction?